Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer combat cards, and this is probably going to be the first video of 2022, so Happy New Year to you all. Hopefully this year will be better than the last one. And apologize if the audio quality is not as good here. I'm actually recording from my phone, which is different from the tablet that I usually record on. I'm actually not at home at the moment, so that's why we're going with this. The dimensions are also slightly different on the screen, but I do want to cover this 3-day exploration, or at least the first day. It just started, and once again we have the strike system, 4 strikes here. No unique modifier for this one. We have the even playing field and everyone has 199 deck points. For this campaign we are playing as orcs against space marines, and you can see the rewards available for all 3 days here on the first day. Some pretty good ones. Number of legendaries, and also the mission rewards are quite nice. We get copies of the Squig Buggy and also the legendary Shanktooth Squig Hide Berserker. So that's a really nice card. You get basically 2 guaranteed copies of that if you're able to play through this campaign. So we're gonna go ahead and try out the boss level. This is the first attempt that I'm doing here for playing against the boss, so I have actually no idea what sort of bodyguards he's going to be running. There are a few options. I mean, Orc Warlords are all pretty decent, but I think Zagstruck is probably the best one overall. Again, our cards are set at lower levels for this first day, so I'm curious to see just if this more or less standard Zagstruck deck will be able to beat the Space Marine boss here. So I'm running Ed Zappa. For the Psychic, of course, we got all the Scouts in here, which combo well with Zagstruck. We got the Stormboy, the Stormboy Knob, and War Boss Crocsnick on the War Trike. I'm also running the old Shanktooth here, who I don't normally use because he's not actually at a very high level. But he is, I think, slightly better than the Berserker Death Dread at this level. And then the others are, I don't know, I just filled them in with the spare points I had. The Bomb Squig with Deathblow. We've got the Goth Rocker with Inspiring Presence, and then some healing with the Pain Boy. I've seen another person who said that they cleared the boss level pretty easily using shields, so that might actually be the safer option to go with, but I'm curious to see if I can beat it with this. So let's go ahead and deploy, and we'll see what happens. So for the first 4 levels, I was actually using Captain Badruck, running 8 bodyguards, maximizing the number of keywords. And I think actually, I can talk about this later, but the meta for Badruck is kind of shifting away from the lower bodyguard decks towards higher numbers, so that's nice to see. Alright, so here we got the old Space Marine Warlord that we're going to be up against. Of course, this is specific to this campaign, this exploration, and he is Papa Smurf. I don't actually know how to pronounce his name, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, and I'm too lazy to do the research, so I could either call him Rowboat, Gullyman, or just go with Papa Smurf. I think I'm just going to go with the latter. So let's take a look at his stats here. We do get to deploy first because we have the initiative here. 200 points, so similar to Scarbrand. 355 health, massive ranged and melee attack, Inspiring Presence for his trait, and his special rule, Author of the Codex, increases the damage output of all Space Marine cards, and also increases the amount that they get from reading at the end of each turn, which is insanely powerful. So we'll see what kind of bodyguards he's running here. I'm going to deploy Ed Zappa at the beginning, and I think we're going to go with Shanktooth over here. I'm wondering when the buff is actually going to take place, if it's when they attack, or if we'll be able to see how much they're getting their damage increased by. I'll throw down the Stormboy over here, I guess. So with Ed Zappa, or with, what's his name, Zagstruck, rather. Putting down Ed Zappa combos really well with him. You can go for the psychic attack, and then your melee units will be able to attack with their melee attack when they normally would just be readying. You can see that special rule going off. It's a really cool animation there for the old Papa Smurf, and they're all Ultramarines actually by the looks of it so far anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and hit him with the psychic. Old Shanktooth does 57 with his melee attack, and of course we also got the Sonic Blast. It is getting reduced by the fear, and we can see actually the amount that they are getting their stats increased by. So quite a bit of damage there actually. That the Infiltrator, I think it is on the right, just destroyed that Storm Boy in one turn, which is not so cool. Let's see, I don't know, Ed Zappa, I might actually just keep him in the middle just because this guy doesn't deal a huge amount of damage, so he'll survive slightly longer. So I'm going to drop down the healing here just to heal up old Shanktooth. Hopefully get some more damage on him. Go for another psychic attack, debuffing their ranged, which should help out a little bit. Although having more debuffs might actually be good against this guy. Still, I'm not really sure how I'm going to kill the Warlord himself without the help of shields. Okay, Shanktooth is getting a pretty decent buff here. We would clear these guys out in the next turn, I think. That Sonic Blast, well, not quite, actually. So, just keep going with the Psychic, and hopefully whatever they deploy does not kill Ed Zappa on this next turn, but they are getting a pretty massive Psychic and melee attack charged up. I wonder if they have any Psychers. Tigurius is the... Oh, actually, okay, we got multiple of the same card here. Okay, so we got these just regular Tactical Marines. These are some of the weakest ones, but still, with that damage buff, they're still going to be dealing a fair bit of damage, and oh, they have just enough to take out Ed Zappa. So down he goes. But we can still keep spamming the Psychic, fortunately. That's really, I think, what's going to keep us in this battle. So we also got the extra attack here from the War Trike if we want to use that. I think I'm just going to go... Maybe we should put down this little squig, the bomb squig. Alright, they got some healing there with the Apothecary. They only have one more bodyguard though, so they're not really actually running very many strong bodyguards, fortunately. But yeah, again, it's the Warlord that we really have to watch out for. I think what's going to be important here is clearing out the bodyguards so that we can attack him from the flanks. But to do that effectively, we do need we do need some damage dealers, because again, he has so much health. I mean, 355. Really going to need a Shanktooth here to survive, I think. So we could go for the melee attack, actually. And that would enable us to move Shanktooth over, because if we just go Psychic, then nothing of ours is going to die. So I'm going to try going for the melee here. Hopefully that was the right decision. So with the retaliation, both the Bomb Squig and the Pain Boy are going to die. And I just realized that, wait a minute, they're still alive. Whoops. Okay, well, I think we can take him out here. So we'll go like this. Immediately get the attack off with the Storm Boy. And then we can just go and there he is, the Warlord himself on the field, and he is of course getting buffed by his own special rules, so pretty insane stats there. But I think we're going to be okay. We'll put the War Trike over here so he can get his attack in on the Warlord. And Shanktooth should survive this next attack. I hope so, at least. Apothecary doesn't do that much damage, so yep. And he's going to take out the Apothecary with the counterattack. That poor Storm Boy just got blasted away. One shot. And we still have a bodyguard, thankfully. Fortunately. Let's go with... we'll just put this guy in the middle. Might have been smarter to put the War Trike in the middle to tank the next attack, although, I mean, he can deal... wow. That is so much melee damage that they can do. Yeah, obviously we're gonna go for the psychic attack. So lots of melee damage. Wow. Yeah, that Shanktooth, man, the Berserker. It's a lot of damage on this guy. Really great card there. Looking forward to leveling him up in my collection. So, yep. Old Girlyman forced to go psychic. He can no longer do anything, so we can just finish him off with pretty much anything. Go with a ranged attack. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. Of course, if Zagstruck had deployed to the field, he could have gotten sliced apart in one hit from that guy, but just as anticipated. I like that. So yeah, that's the boss level cleared without using any shield spam, so it is possible. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward exploration, I think. I don't know if I'll be able to upload any more matches from the following days, but if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And yeah, if you have another deck that you think works better than the one that I used here for this one, again, let me know. Hope you all have a happy new year. Enjoy the festivities. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.